to be very frank, I didn't have the gusto for life that I have here. And I was single in Texas and I'm single here, but there's a big difference in my happiness. Yeah. Happiness has to come from within.
Absolutely.
Don't expect anybody to make you happy.
So you feel more content.
Absolutely.
Right
absolutely. And at peace.
now. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
Where I thought I had peace in Texas, but I really didn't have peace in Texas because I wasn't working on myself and the growth. And so, yeah, that's what I have found here.
Howdy und servus, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of The Pod Abroad. My name is Paulina de los Santos, and on this podcast, I share my life as an American who has lived in Munich, Germany for the last 9.5 years. I also have conversations with my international friends who also live here in Munich, and we get to share their lived experience as well. So if any of that interests you, then please consider following, subscribing, or liking, commenting, whichever platform you are listening from. And thanks so much for joining in today. Today, I am with someone very special, my mother, Mary Jane de los Santos.
Woohoo!
Woo woo!
Thank you for having me back.
Yes. Yeah. And she says having her back because she actually was my second ever guest. And when we filmed that episode, I released it, I think, in April, but when we filmed, it was almost 1 year ago. And
I believe it was the 31st of December.
Yeah.
We started filming.
No, so it's been a while. It's been a whole other year. Why does my mom fit so well on this podcast? Because she also lives abroad, #Americans abroad. My mom moved to Spain when she was 60 years old. And now she is finishing her second year as a volunteer in Spain. If you want to hear about why she's here and kind of the foundation of all of that, I will link her episode up here if you're interested in hearing that background.
Okay.
Yeah. So today we are going to speak kind of all around her life in Spain as an American living abroad there, life like retiring in Spain. We're going to get into some different sections of the decision of why Spain, a bit about visas and paperwork, money and cost of living. And then we're also going to get into daily life in Spain, kind of cultural differences and all of that. Then go into a bit of language, making friends and belonging. And then we'll kind of finish it off with health and reflection on your 2 years here. So those are the main segments of this episode. And then in between, we have planned a little truth or drink section because I thought it'd be fun to kind of like tease each other, push the boundaries, make each other a little uncomfortable.
Mother-daughter fun time.
Yeah. No, so we're going to have, I asked my mother to prepare some questions. So we'll get into that kind of midway in this show. Yeah. So let's get started.
Okay.
Mom, can you please just kind of give a background of yourself and like why you're in Spain, just briefly to anyone who is seeing you for the first time?
My name's Mary Jane de los Santos, and my friends and family call me MJ. And I am in Spain because it has always been a dream of mine to live in Spain. And I had the opportunity because of certain family members and my 3 beautiful children who have allowed me to live this beautiful dream. And I'm a single person, disabled single person, thriving in Spain. Is it easy? No, it's not. It's not. But it can be done. And it all depends on you.
I love that.
Yeah.
A bit about perspective. That's a great segue, Mama. Thank you for that intro into kind of the first section of the decision of like why and the background, why Spain. And I wanted to kick off by asking you, for anyone who is watching this episode right now, really has the dream maybe to also consider retiring in Spain, moving to Spain at a later age in life, or maybe somewhere else in Europe from the US. What kind of person does it take to actually take the plunge to move to Spain in your view, and like what qualities should they have?
I believe that it takes a person that's determined to follow your dream. because there are very many obstacles in your path. But if you're determined, then nothing's going to stop you. And even myself I have a disability. I have arthritis since age 13. But yet I had dreams. And in my later years in life, I was so busy with the kids and my mom, and I never dreamt this would be possible. But that's why I want them to realize it is possible.
Absolutely.
But it has to come from within you.
Yep.
You have to nurture this dream. You have to look beyond, even beyond your dream, if you can, if that makes any sense, because it's going to take everything in you to do this at a later age. So as a young person moving, it's so much easier. You're flexible. The give and take is easier. You're more athletic.
And it's still hard
healthy,
for me.
and it's hard.
So it's harder for
And
you.
yeah, would this path have been easier with a spouse or a boyfriend? Absolutely. Is it beautiful and exciting and adventurous as a single person at my age? Absolutely.
Love it.
And therein lies the beauty of it. I've done this with the help of my kids, but they're not with me every day. So therefore, it does take a special person to go across the world, give up your life in your country, give up your possessions, because you're limited to what you can bring unless you're affluent and you're going to fly all your stuff to Europe. But that wasn't my case. So yeah, I gave away a lot of beautiful things, but I have received so much more
Love it.
in place of that. Yeah.
Thank you, Mama, for that thoughtful response. I do want to say I have, for this episode, I have 30 questions that I'm going to ask you. So let's try to keep the responses snappy, maybe like
Okay.
a minute.
Rapid fire?
Rapid fire.
Okay.
But I do appreciate the elaboration,
Okay.
I will say.
Thanks.
Number 2, why Spain specifically, and why Alicante?
Spain, because of the loving people, the incredible climate there. The way they eat the Mediterranean diet is incredible and delicious. It's changed my life. I'm healthier there. The people are so loving and so chill. So chill.
Sometimes too chill.
Yeah, I think they make the Jamaican people sort of look frantic. They're just everything in Spain. There's a couple of sayings that they say. They're very chill. It's no pasa nada, es todo, y así es, and they say like 4 different sayings. And one of the funny things about it is that you learn to slow down life. And I think that's where the longevity comes in. They don't stress like us Americans, honestly.
Yeah. Or maybe probably not even as much as the Germans, which can be like to the benefit and downfall. It can be good or bad as well. Because I feel like even like Spain in particular, like they're so much more chill than other European countries.
True. I had to learn to slow down.
Yeah.
And you helped me with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What scared you most about making this move at your age? You have 30 more seconds. I'm just kidding.
I would have to say leaving my 2 sons in Texas and our dog. I miss them tremendously, but it's such a blessing to have you nearby in Germany and to know that I have family nearby.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out Kiko and Emil if you're listening in.
Love you guys.
We love you, brothers.
Love you, Declan.
Okay. What almost stopped you from going through with it, if anything?
That's easy. The visa process.
We'll get into it later.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get into it because I have a whole section on that. How did people react back in Texas when you told them that you were moving abroad?
I think they were astonished. The reaction I got from some people was, oh, yeah, like almost like, we'll see. which
Ooh.
made me more
Oh,
determined, to
yeah.
be honest with
That's our
you.
personality for sure.
Yeah. Paulina and I are very alike in that way.
Like, I dare you to doubt us.
Please bring it on. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
If you hadn't moved, what do you think your life in Texas would look like today?
Oh my goodness. I wouldn't be as healthy.
Ooh.
I wouldn't definitely be as happy. Even with my sons and our dog there was something missing within me, and I have found that here. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Care to dig in?
I'm discovering not only a whole new country, I'm discovering myself.
Ooh.
Where in Texas, I didn't have that burning desire.
It
And
was
so,
familiarity, right?
yeah.
Like, it's where we're born and raised.
Yeah, there was nothing different, and it was all the same, and I didn't have that drive that I do here. To be very frank, I didn't have the gusto for life that I have here. And I was single in Texas, and I'm single here, but there's a big difference in my happiness. Yeah. Happiness has to come from within. Don't
Absolutely.
expect anybody to make you happy.
So you feel more content.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And at peace.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
Where I thought I had peace in Texas, but I really didn't have peace in Texas because I wasn't working on myself and the growth. And so, yeah, that's what I have found here. A better love for myself as an individual.
That's beautiful. Sometimes it takes like some
a drastic
hardship,
change,
right? A drastic change of environment.
A change of venue. It takes a drastic change. You're right.
Kind of like a little bit of whiplash.
Yeah.
To see the rose garden.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get into now the section of visas and paperwork. Talking about the reality, y'all, because it isn't always rainbows, roses, and butterflies.
No.
Of course. First off, just like at some basis, which visa did you move to Spain on, and why did you choose that one?
I moved to Spain. My only option was a student visa, and under that visa, there's a clause that allows you to volunteer for a accredited foundation, and they must produce a lot of paperwork to the consulate that will be verified.
Yep.
And so, and the thing that makes it aggravating is you never know if it's going to take 6 months or 4 months or 2 months, and so you're sort of waiting
at the will.
Yeah, you're in a new country, having the time of your life, and then you've got to renew your visa, and then there comes that reality of, am I going to be able to stay in paradise? And so it's a little bit scary because you really have to. I've learned, let me put it this way, I have learned now, starting my last visa, I have learned to not worry. So see, therein lies the lessons from the Españolas that have taken control of me.
Yeah.
In the beginning, the American was like, ooh, what if they don't renew my visa? I'll have to go back. And I was worried about what had not happened.
Yeah.
And now the Española in me is like, no pasa nada. Y es todo. Y así es. And that means it's all fine. And that's the way it is. And so I've really adapted to their chill culture, and it's helped my health a lot. There's no need to worry about something that hasn't happened. Yeah. And that's hard. It's
so
hard
easier
to
said
do.
Than done.
Exactly.
It's
I
so
was
easier
just
said
going
than
to
done.
say, you can say that, but until you go through it and live it and then realize that you can relax and enjoy life and take it as it comes. Yeah.
It's a little scary, right? Like taking things day by day as an immigrant in a country. Yeah, it's not easy, not knowing like the long term.
Right.
But like you said, you have to enjoy the moments then while you have them.
Exactly, because tomorrow's not guaranteed.
You can't just be like stressing every moment.
Correct.
Not to say like we live in like blind, ignorant bliss.
No.
Of course, like stress can creep up on anyone. It creeps up on us too, but you cannot let it like inundate your every breathing moment.
Control your life.
Yeah.
And so I did notice that before this visa application, I was still nervous, worried, planning
For the renewal.
plan A, B, C, and D in the event that the visa doesn't come through.
Yeah.
And then I thought, stop this.
Mm.
You're missing life today because you're worried about tomorrow. And so that's the big change that's happened in my life,
Yeah.
along with better health, better mental health.
Yep.
And that's what basically it is.
Mm-hmm.
Stop worrying about what hasn't happened and enjoy the moment.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So my mom did get a student visa, but through a volunteer position. And the reason why she didn't go with a non-lucrative visa, an LV, is because we didn't meet the financial thresholds. Which if you do, badass.
Which if you
That's
do,
cool.
congrats to you.
And go for it.
Absolutely. And if you make and can prove you make more than 2,400 euros a month and have 1 year of money set to aside in a bank, you need to show them 1 year of savings.
I think it's even more the financial details, something like that. It's going up
I beg
with
your
inflation.
pardon. It's okay, yeah.
I don't know, but they can see the most current numbers online, like for the NLV, non-lucrative visa. That is typically known kind of colloquially as the retirement visa in Spain, where people come with their money. People also buy property as well sometimes.
Correct. Or start a business.
Yes, that too.
Yeah, that's another easy way in.
Yeah, if you have the financial means, there are other ways. If you do not,
but this was my path.
Yeah, and if you speak Spanish and are able to volunteer for an organization, it could be a viable pathway for you as well.
Absolutely.
What part of the visa process was more stressful than you expected?
In the past, it was getting an appointment to turn in the paperwork you've been working very hard for 2 to 3 months to put together.
Yeah.
And then you cannot get an appointment for months, and you have to get it by a certain date. So that was, to me, the most stressful the first time.
Yeah.
The second time I applied, I have what's called a digital certificate. And, that made it so much easier and less stressful. And that's when you're fully vetted and checked into, and you're able to process everything online.
What part of Spanish bureaucracy was surprisingly easy, if anything?
Next question, please.
Okay. What's one document or requirement Americans might underestimate?
Like in the visa process?
Yeah. Maybe like all the certifying,
absolutely. You get the proof, like for my situation.
Yeah.
I'm disabled, so I have to show them a letter from the Social Security Administration.
Yes.
But it's not only getting an authorized letter from Social Security, then you need to get it apostilled to prove that it's an official document from the government.
First officially translated, right?
And then translated after the apostle. And you have to, and there's steps that take time and money, and you're within a time frame. And I'm in Spain, and I'm trying to get things to proceed forward in the U.S.
Yeah.
And then they had the shutdown, which affected documentations being processed. And so there's nothing you can do about it. And that's part of the process that really made me quite nervous this summer. Knowing that fall, knowing that things weren't going to be processed in a timely manner, and that was going to affect me and my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was scary.
But in brighter news, 2 weeks ago, my mom got approved for another year living in Spain. Yay. Go MJ.
Woo, woo,
Go
woo.
MJ.
Go MJ. Go MJ.
Oh my gosh, y'all. It was an incredible relief. The year before, we had worked
had to get
on
a lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. The year before, if I may say, we worked on the renewal together, my mom and I. We sent it in. Like she said, it's hard to get an appointment in Spain. She got an appointment, I think, 6 weeks before.
2 weeks too soon.
Yeah, exactly. I think you got an appointment 6 weeks before the expiration of your visa, and they accepted your application, your renewal. They said, okay, thank you. They took the application, and then they denied it, saying, you applied too early.
Yeah.
What?
See, because I wasn't able to get an appointment
Super close
in
to the
their
expiration.
appropriate time.
Crazy.
which is in my case, it was from
4
July the
weeks.
30th to September the 30th, the 30th of September being the cutoff date. And I had tried to get an appointment for about a month and a half.
Yeah.
So the minute I saw an appointment available for July the 15th of 2024,
Yeah.
I got so excited. I grabbed that appointment and I went to it and to turn in all my paperwork. And the gentleman said, hurry, hurry, give me your paperwork. I've got appointments too. And I saw the representative less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And he didn't want me to sit down and didn't allow me to ask questions and did not look at my paperwork. So therefore, if he would have just taken a few moments, he was supposed to give
And
me, I
said,
think,
"It's too
like
early."
10, 15 minutes and said, oh, pardon me, Ms. De Los Santos, you're here at July the 15th and you should be here after July the 30th. Then it would have saved me a lot of money and a lot of heartache.
But just the craziest situation and just so silly. I think so they penalized her basically for submitting her documents too soon. Then we had to get a lawyer. Shout out Angel. He rocked. If y'all are needing a lawyer in Alicante.
I've got a great lawyer, Angel Garcia in Alicante. He was a great immigration lawyer.
For sure. He helped us out. We had to make we had to appeal it. And then it got accepted. But
yes,
oh my gosh.
It got accepted under 3 weeks prior to needing to refile again.
Yeah, it was just a whole mess, y'all. So it's not
This
rainbows and
past
butterflies.
August.
That was this year.
That was this past August. Yeah.
Several months after submitting.
And then we applied, Paulina and I applied with the digital certificate by September the 24th because my deadline was the 30th. And then we thought it was going to take 6-7 months again.
I thought so.
And we had plan B and C, and it took 2 months. So you just never know.
Exactly. And I think that's one thing that my mom said is that you have to make peace with knowing that you've done what you can and live your life. Continue to enjoy your moments there because you're at the will of the unknown and government procedures. And it be like that sometimes.
If I can give you the best advice I can give to you, the best takeaway from this is to do what you need to do, like Paulina said, and then let go and live life. Because I've gone through 1.5 years of a lot of stress when I didn't need to. But then again, I place that on myself because it was a first time,
of course,
life event. And now I've learned, and I don't want you to go through the same thing. Yeah, do what you can. Get all your documents in order. Get them turned in.
Yeah.
And live life and forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that you said that I completely agree with is that we now have such a greater understanding of what immigrants, perhaps in the U.S., go through.
Until you go through it, you have no idea what
it's really like.
Really go through. And we're not even going through the toughest immigrant situations like those who cross over with a coyote. That's the person that crosses you over illegally. Of course, we're doing it legal, but it doesn't mean it's easy.
That. Heavy on that. You do everything right. We're doing everything according, to protocol. And yet, it's still strenuous.
But it's worth it. It
Definitely.
really, really is worth it, but you have to do your part. And another thing with the situation of illegals, whether it's legal or illegal.
Undocumented people.
Exactly. Undocumented immigrants, whether it's legal or undocumented, there's still the changes of culture and being around people that maybe don't speak your language.
Yeah.
And their system, like the government or just...
We need to have more grace.
Medical systems. You have to learn all these different things. Whatever you did in the U.S., you need to do over here. So you need to be ready to almost go back to school, even though you're 60.
And be flexible.
And patient.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Moving now into section 3. Let's keep it fast and snappy. Money and cost of living. I'll start off with asking, how does your monthly cost of living in Spain compare to Texas?
Well, in Texas, I had the help of, I was living with my 2 sons while you were here in Germany. So therefore, I would only pay a portion of the rent.
Yeah.
and contribute towards the electricity and the bills and food.
Yeah.
And here, I have to cover it all. So that's a big difference.
Yeah.
But my children do help me. And
But what about like cost of living in general, groceries, for example,
the groceries are so much less here. And
than in Texas?
so much less. Like there's a grocery store here called Mercadonas, and I can go in and buy 4 or 5 avocados for 3.50 euro.
Love it.
Try doing that in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're delicious. And just everything. The produce is fresh. The meats cost lower. The chicken costs lower. I personally love to stick to turkey. And it's delicious. And I get 2 portions about this big, Petey.
Yeah.
And 2 of them for 5 euro. I just cut them in half. That's 4 portions and add vegetables and rice and a glass of wine and a salad and
Call it a day.
dinner. Yeah, yeah.
What's one thing that's much cheaper than you expected?
The wine, but don't tell my children.
The wine.
And the champagne.
The wine. That's so true in Europe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. Like you can buy a decent bottle of wine
Oh, yeah.
for 2 euro, 3 euro, and we're calling decent wine. And
Big spender at 6, 7.
Yeah.
6, 7.
And the cava, that's what they call
Yeah.
champagne here. Cava
Yeah.
is delicious, and it's 320 is my favorite cava,
Cool.
and it's semi-seco, semi-sweet, and it's delish. And to know that I could have 3 bottles of champagne in my cabinet and chill it when I want, I sort of love that because I live by myself, and so I have my little things that I love, and so I've got some wine put to the side, some cava, my favorite nuts and cheeses and stuff like that. So it's that's something else that's phenomenally delicious here, the cheese,
Ooh.
and very appropriately priced. And cheese back home in Texas,
Yeah.
so expensive. I'm sure it's gone up, but when you kids were small, cheese was, pricey for a single mom with 3 kids.
Yeah.
So here Brie's my favorite, and so I enjoy Brie on crackers and a little glass of wine. And yeah, there's a lot of things here that are delicious and low priced.
Okay, a little quick fire. Did your lifestyle get smaller, simpler, or just different versus in Texas?
Bigger, I'm more social,
Ooh.
happier, and fabulous.
Love it.
Yeah.
What was your biggest money mistake in the first year?
In the first year,
If there was one.
yeah, I'm trying to think of one specifically, but I honestly feel like, see, let me explain real quick. I went through a transition from living in an Airbnb, 1 bedroom,
Yeah.
paying 500 euro for 1 bedroom.
We're going to get into that,
Okay,
though.
we're going to get into that. What was the big, I think, honestly, I think I could have managed my money better, honestly, because I was like single and a new person in Spain and doing more and going out more, like with friends that maybe I shouldn't have. I mean,
Ooh.
I love, what I mean is that I love the experiences, but I need to, as a single person and on a budget, yeah, I need to be more careful.
Realistically, how much financial cushion do you think Americans should have before moving?
For monthly expenses, well, that
Or
all,
just in general? Like if you're going to go for a year.
a cushion, and they're going only for a year, they're moving
Yeah.
there.
For a year.
For a year, I would say minimum. If you're going to live in Europe for a year, you're going to want to travel. And to travel, it doesn't cost a lot here, which is so beautiful. But I would recommend that they have minimum 4,000 or 5,000, like to travel with
To travel
for a
with.
year
Yeah.
if you're single.
But then, like, I would say living costs maybe in Spain, like to be padded, maybe 2,000 a month per
Oh, per
person.
month? Well, I was just thinking about like a little spending money for traveling, but you're right. At least 2,000
If
a
you want to
month,
have a
2,000
safety
euros.
cushion.
Yeah, because you may not spend it all, but it would be nice to
Yeah.
have it ready. Yeah.
And then lastly, do you feel more or less financially stressed living in Spain?
Less stress, more peace, and truly see light with the expenses as a single mom who's now living on her own and having to pay for, even though the children help me. There's that thought of, yeah, you got to be careful with your money and responsible because you want to keep living here.
Yeah.
You want to keep enjoying your life. So I'd say, yeah, that's it.
Okay, Mom, we have reached the truth or drink section. Oh, I'm a little nervous.
This is where I whip out my rosary.
Okay, y'all. So before this episode started, I asked my mom to prep 10 questions that she could ask me, and I did so vice versa. And I told her, y'all, that there are no limits. I told her, make them hard. I literally, like, the sky's your absolute limit. They don't have to necessarily be like related to this episode. It could just be like a fun daughter mom moment. And we're getting there.
First of all, I want to make sure that Tim knows that he needs to fight for me to have a place to sleep tonight in case she kicks me out.
You're gonna have a roof to sleep under, Mama.
Okay,
Don't you
okay.
worry. Before we continue, y'all, I do want to have a quick note saying that we are both of legal drinking age. I know my mom may be presenting as a little underage. She might look young. We are of legal drinking age. This is not a challenge or encouragement to anyone. Please always drink responsibly, for sure. And we have, just for some context, anyone listening in who cannot see the video, we have a small drink here in front of us. They are in tiny little glasses, and this drink is one that particularly comes from the agave plant, and it's best with a little salt and a little lime.
It's like water for us Texans.
Yeah, we can call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's get into it. Who's gonna go first? Are you gonna?
I'll go first. I'll
Okay.
go first.
We should bounce off each other. So you
Okay.
first.
Paulina,
Yes, Mom.
what have you done in the past 10 years that you never, ever wanted me to know?
I think.
Are you going to answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna answer. Okay. She's like, I'm ready for you to drink. I think probably the weird guys that, like, I'd probably go on dates with here in Munich. Thank God, y'all, I have an incredible man now who, I mean, made it to being introduced to my mom. You didn't know. All of the losers that I had ever dated, like, didn't have the privilege of getting to meet you. And for a reason.
Thanks.
Because I was like,
because they weren't special enough?
No, not because they weren't. I mean, one, they weren't special, but they would also, like, maybe make some mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably making mistakes. But I have no regrets.
But it was a time to grow. So that's okay. You're not supposed to be perfect in your 20s.
Yeah. No, so I probably didn't tell you, like, half of the crazy shit I was up to. But I'm okay. And we learn, we grow, and there's that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get to my question now. Was that good enough?
That was great.
Okay. Number 1.
Oh, God. oh, God. Someone save me out there.
Okay. How do you really feel having family members who are Trump supporters?
It breaks my heart. I have 2 brothers, two wonderful brothers. I'm really glad that my mom and dad are not around to see this. We don't have division in the family about this, but that doesn't mean that there isn't pain.
Yeah.
Because my mother crossed the border from Mexico first illegally
Yeah.
and then lived in the Rio Grande Valley in the bottom of Texas, south part of Texas. And then my grandfather, who was an incredible man, forced her to go back to Mexico because my dad had asked for her hand in marriage and was going to Germany. And my grandfather, I'm going to be honest with you, he was a very rough and tough but loving cowboy from Mexico. And he told my father, hell no, you can't marry her. You can't stick out your tongue and whistle at the same time. You have a commitment with the Army, so you go fulfill that and then come back. And if my daughter still loves you, then she'll marry you.
And I have an episode all on it, y'all. If you're
Yes,
interested, I'll link it
yes.
here.
Yeah, so you know, we just go on in life
Yeah.
doing the very best that we can.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn.
Oh, let me see. This is going to be a good one. I really want to know this answer. As a single mom, what did I do that angered you to no end? And now you understand why I did it. Yeah.
Oof. Do I want to answer?
Is there too
I don't
many
even-
to answer? Is there too many answers? Or do you want to take a shot?
You know what? I'm gonna take a shot.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm gonna
I'm
take a
sort of
shot.
glad she's taking a shot on this one. I'm not sure I'm ready
We're gonna
to
start
hear
with a
this.
little bit of tajin. Explain to the people what tajin is, Mom.
So tahini is a real spicy
Cheers,
salt.
y'all.
And we have a little bit of tahini and some lime and a little shot.
I got that. Yeah, I got that drink.
It would have been better with the lime prior to that, but that's okay.
Okay. My second question. Are you proud to tell people that you're American?
Not right now at all. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. America has never, ever been in a worse state. I fear for my country, but more I feel for my countrymen and countrywomen than for my country.
Because in the end, our people are affected. The people we
It's
love.
human beings, and I think that when talking about immigration, we need to realize that we're talking about human beings that are being mistreated.
Yeah.
I never in my life thought that people would be dragged off the street without any rights or beaten to the ground or a priest thrown to the floor or a lady dragged by the hair like I saw last week.
It's getting nasty.
And that's our country.
Yeah.
And it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's sad more than embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I don't even... Am I going to get you to drink?
We'll see.
You're an
We'll
open
see.
book. It's so hard for my mom to not want to say something.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so am I next?
You're next.
Okay. As my only child in Europe, has it been great that I haven't dated in a long time and not having to deal with my partner? Or would your life be better with someone by my side and you having less responsibility?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to answer it. Ooh. I mean, the thing is, I don't want you with any crusty man. I truly,
Neither do I. What are you talking about?
I don't want you to be with someone so badly, for the sake of not being alone, that you're in bad company and you're with some crusty man. I don't want someone to be with you just for the sake of you not being alone.
No,
you know what I mean?
I would never do that.
And you've always told me the saying, you can say it in Spanish, but better alone than in bad company.
Mejor solo que mal acompañado.
Period.
Yeah, better alone than in bad company. And I live by that.
Yeah. No, so in the end, I'm not annoyed that you haven't found someone to take care of you or whatever. Do I feel a bit more responsibility being the only child that's here in Europe?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
I do. And I think my brothers know that because my two brothers are in Texas and I'm the one that's closest. But I take that with honor and I understand. And I'm here for you, Mama.
Thank you. And I
am
feel
here
that.
for you.
Yeah.
So no, I don't want you to be with someone so badly.
Just to have someone by my side.
No.
I feel the same way.
If you meet someone incredible, I mean, hell yeah, then I'd be happy for you. But no, I'd rather continue to be the person that you can lean on. Yeah. Versus you having some crusty, rusty, dusty man.
Thank you for all that you do for me.
Oh.
You and the boys.
Love you, Mama.
Thank you.
Okay, next is my question. Are you afraid of growing old and alone in a foreign country?
Not at all. Because
Hey, you're not drinking, Mom.
I should have said, yes, I need a drink. No, I'm not alone because I'm the type of person that doesn't need someone else to entertain me.
That is the freaking truth.
I keep busy
Yeah.
resting or on an adventure or travel, or I have some amazing friends. And actually, they're mostly strong, independent women.
Yeah.
Some are married, and I really love them and their husbands. And then I have my strong, independent female friends. And so I don't lack for love and intimacy like from friends. Yeah. So I'm good.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
After the divorce.
And your tone, Mama.
After the divorce, who did I date that you liked the most, and who did you despise?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel like that's easy.
Okay, so I'm curious.
Hayes was for sure.
Despise or liked?
No, that I liked.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. No, he was a great guy.
Yeah.
You were still in Houston. Hayes
Yeah.
was such a nice guy. And then dislike Tony.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm glad. And I felt like that
both
wasn't...
of them have passed away now, right?
Both.
May they rest in
Both.
peace.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sorry, actually,
May
I
they
should
rest
not
in
be.
peace.
I'm not talking bad about
No,
people
you're
no
not.
longer here.
But that was
I'm
my
just-
question, and I wondered if that was Tony because...
This man would drive like recklessly, y'all. I was a little kid and like he'd be angry and like he would just like, he was like had road rage. And I'm
see-
like, I'm a little kid. Why are you driving like a maniac?
And you see, I was very protective with the children. So when
yeah.
I did date, it had to be someone special or nothing. And
Yeah.
that didn't work out. So I quickly said, nope, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. Have you had a dream in your life that you let quietly die? You can take a shot. Okay, so my mom's going in, y'all, right now with that tajin first. She's getting the lime ready, and then she's gonna. Oh, you're taking the lime before.
You're supposed to saw it.
We have some live action going on here, and then she's gonna take the liquid made from the agave.
I'm not answering that question.
It wasn't so bad, right?
It wasn't. It's
drink?
delicious. It's smooth.
Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
Oh, I've got another question. Well, there's one. Okay.
I'm gonna pour the next ones just in case.
Okay. Well, don't spill while you listen to
good.
this question because this is a good one.
Okay.
Everybody turn up your volume, please. How old were you when you had sex for the first time and with whom? Thank you. She told me there was no boundaries, and so yeah.
And somehow I knew you were gonna ask
Did
that.
you?
I
Did you?
somehow
No,
knew. So
really?
I'm not gonna answer, but I will have an aside. So I will drink. Once like we were in a parking lot of a TJ Maxx in Texas, and you were like, I don't know, I was like at A&M, maybe 2021, and you were just like, so tell me, have you had sex with anyone? And I was like, we're not talking about this, Mom.
Oh, you were infuriated at me.
And I was driving and I was like so mad. And ever since then, and then you're like, come on,
We're mother and daughter. Shouldn't she share that with me?
I'm your mom.
I'm a single mom. I was mother and father, and yet I didn't deserve answers. So today I had my chance.
And today,
and today I still no answer.
I'm gonna have that tajin. I'm gonna take this drink.
Shout out to those of you watching. Ooh. Would you have answered that to your mom?
True. Like, are y'all chill with your parents like that?
I didn't want details. I just wanted to know how she was doing, if she's gone on a date, if she was happy, was she involved with someone? And I said involved.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I said, have you had sex with anybody?
I think you did.
I probably did.
I think she did. Are y'all chill with your parents like that? Whether you're American or German, maybe there's a cultural difference. Maybe the Germans are like super open and they're like, oh, I tell my parents everything. I know my friend Bobby, like her and her mom are homies. Her mom had her very, very young and
True.
they like,
Would she have answered to her mom?
yeah. Oh, Bobby's like an open book.
I love you,
Bob.
Bobby. No, she's really special.
Okay, my turn. Who did you hurt the most in your life and why?
I think that would be my ex-husband, your father.
Oh,
Because we went through a difficult divorce, but we were both at fault. But I think I should have taken the shot, guys.
you can take the shot still if you want.
No, because I already started and I don't want to leave them hanging. But when you love someone and then you hurt them, you hurt yourself. And how I wish things would have gone different and I was more open-minded when we went through the divorce, but I had 3 little children
Yeah.
depending on me. So yeah, I regret any pain that I put him through. Even though I was deeply injured, I regret what I was in control of. And that was hurting him. And I wish I hadn't, because he's your father. And we loved each other and we got married. And now there's more respect and love, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
that
love
was a
that.
difficult time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an open book, Mama.
I
Look
really
at
am.
you. Look at you.
I've grown, guys.
Yeah, that's on growth.
Yeah. It wasn't easy, but yeah.
It's your turn.
Ooh, now let me see. Let's see if I can get us. What one thing about your dating life that would generally shock people who think they might know you? Is it another drink time?
Can you repeat the question?
What one thing about your dating life that you would generally shock people who think they know who you are?
You know what? I'm going to take the drink.
I was hoping to hear something spicy.
You know what? No, you know what? We're not going to get into details because you're like one thing.
What one thing about your dating that would generally shock people who think they know you?
That think they know me. Oof. You know what? I'm gonna have this shot, and then I'm gonna ask you a question.
I'm worried about the next question. I think she's gonna come after me, guys.
I don't think so.
Okay, I hope not.
I think you have like harder questions. Okay, y'all. Cheers. Prost.
Cheers. Salud.
Oof. Oh, I just had that lime. That lime hits. Okay, my question. We got to speed it up here. What was the biggest mistake your parents made when raising you?
Not to allow me to, I would say it was my mom, to be honest with you. Not to allow me to think for myself. But I think in that era, because she wanted me to always be like her.
Yeah.
And I'm not like her. I mean, yes, they say we look alike and we sound alike and we have some characteristics that are same, but everybody's different, guys. And so, but the beauty of it is, I have to tell you, the beauty of it is that it made me want to be a certain type of mama.
Okay.
Where I gave you guys freedom and I wanted to know what you thought at a young age, which as a mama and 3 kids, I felt was wonderful because I gave you a voice and a platform instead of telling you to be quiet.
They always say like you want the next generation to do and be better.
Absolutely. You should always encourage the next generation to be better than you. Yeah. Not like you, but better than you. And one of the things, real quick, one of the things I'm really proud of that I came up with is called FCT. Do you remember FCT?
Family conference time.
Family conference time. And my friends thought I was crazy and I thought I was a genius. So you decide and you let us know in the comments. But I came up with something called FCT, Family Conference Time. And that's when my 2 sons and my daughter and I would sit on the floor with pillows or get comfortable And anybody could call an FCT out of all four of us, and we were all equal. I was not the mother, and they were not the children. We were all equal, and we would sit together and discuss any grievances against the others. And the golden rule was that after the FCT moment or time, that you could not get angry at your siblings or at your mother for saying something during that time. So it was a free forum during that time, and I think it helped all of us grow. My youngest son and I, Kiko and I, were talking, and I told him last week that I was going to come up with something else, that I've come up with something else called Family Life Check, FLC, because
we're all around the world now.
we're all in different places. And recently we had a real good scare with
my
Kiko.
God.
If you want to tell them,
Sure.
please.
Yeah. So if y'all have gotten this far, oh my gosh, we're in December, towards the end of December now, and at the beginning of
the few days
month,
before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, true.
The Monday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, true. It was the Monday before Thanksgiving in November where I got a group call. My brother was calling my mom and I at the same time. And I immediately, my first thought was okay, my grandpa passed away because he's 94 years old and they live together. My brother calls, and thank God, he has really good, emotional intelligence, because the first thing that he told my mom and I was, hey, I'm okay. He started the phone call saying, I want you to know that I'm okay. And then he told us that he got in a car crash and that he totaled his vehicle, that his truck flipped over. He hydroplaned. He nearly hit a pole.
It flipped a few times.
The top of his truck crunched, and that he was hanging upside down. Thank God that his seatbelt worked, and that it was a Mexican man, who was a gardener and with full of love, speaking Spanish, and who shattered his window and helped pull his body out of the truck. And that just shocked us.
Meanwhile, there was a professional KitchenAid stand
Oh my gosh.
that he did not strap into the seatbelt because it's a very heavy apparatus.
So he started laughing.
Yeah.
He called us. Y'all, this is the same day he got in this insane car crash where the truck flipped, the top crunched, and he could have been paralyzed. He could have died. I could have gotten a phone call that day, you and I, saying that my brother at 28 years old had passed away. I'm so glad you're alive, Kiko, if you're listening to this. It freaked us.
We need you in our lives, and this world needs you. You're so special.
It freaked us out.
And that was scary.
Yeah, it scared us.
It made me, as much as you've heard how much I love Spain, it really made me question myself. Are you supposed to be here? Your child almost died, could have died. You should have been in Austin.
Yeah.
He was an hour and 20 minutes away, but yet you're across the world. And it took me a lot of days of prayer and meditation, and I didn't cry, which is weird because I cry for a lot of things. I'm just a soft teddy bear.
Soft teddy bear / crybaby.
Cute crybaby.
A cutie crybaby.
But no, it made me question, what the hell am I doing here? My son almost died. Is this selfish of me? But no, I realized that I wouldn't have been able to do anything if I were an hour and 20 minutes away in Austin, Texas.
But he's okay now.
He's fabulous.
He's alive. He's
so
good and well.
Because of that, I came up with Family Life Check, where we're all going to check on each other more often.
Yeah.
And share, once again, what's happening in our life. Yeah, because when that happened, I wondered, when was the last time I spoke to him? And what were the last words he said?
Ooh.
That was scary.
And y'all, my brothers are coming to Spain on January 1st to visit, and I'm going to be there as well, so I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, we're going to spend New Year's and my birthday together.
We're going to speed this up a little bit. And I just asked you a question, but you didn't drink, you explained. I'm going to try to ask you a question until you drink. We're flipping the switch on this. What mistake as a mom have you made that you don't want us to take with? And if you're answering, super quick. Okay. Okay, she's taking the shot, y'all. She is taking the shot.
They don't need to know all of my life, right?
Yeah. And vice versa. Some things are fine not knowing. You got this, mama. Damn girl. Okay, do you want to go? Last one for you and last one for me. Last one for you and
Okay,
last one for me.
great. What characteristic flaw do I have that you despise the most?
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
I really
You know
wanted to
what?
know
You
this.
know what my next question was as well. What's the worst attribute of my character? That was my question to you. So you know what?
What?
You know what? I think I'm going to pour one for both of us. Unless you're ready to dig in to me. I think we can finish this truth or drink.
I think we should end it on a solid note, and I have a place to sleep in Germany that's not outside in the freezing cold.
You know what? I think that's
It's a
fair.
long walk home, baby.
I think
Yeah.
to Spain.
Yeah.
I think we've been open and honest where we've needed to be.
Yeah. I
I'm
love
gonna
this.
are you gonna have a little tajin?
Just a little bit. Not
For
a lot.
those who don't know what tajin is, it is from Mexico. Ooh, it's like lime and salt and chili powder. And it's great with a certain agave plant. Cheers, mama. Let's
Cheers
do
down.
this. Salud.
Salud.
Oh, here's a lime. You need a lime?
I do.
I really do. Ooh, okay. Okay, mom. Rapid
Gotta
fire
have
now.
lime.
Okay, if y'all have made it this far, thank you for hearing our little heart to heart. And now I'm going to get into super speed round. So try to answer these questions as fast as you can.
Okay.
This little segment is now on language, friends, and belonging. Number 1 is how much Spanish did you actually speak when you arrived, and was it enough?
It was not enough. I didn't speak it in my childhood very much. I didn't speak it in my adulthood very much. And basically, I just started conversational Spanish starting my third year now. I'm just starting my third year.
Y'all, she's not giving herself enough credit. My mother is fluent in Spanish, and she's a rock star.
Thank you.
Number 2, what would you say to someone who has the financial means but doesn't speak Spanish?
Don't let that deter you from moving across the world and having a phenomenal life. There are very many programs, classes,
Yes.
teachers, colleges that
You
can
can
teach
learn.
you different, not only Spanish, but different languages.
Yeah.
And here in Europe, we Americans are not like the Europeans where they can speak 2, 3,
yeah.
4 languages, and that's sad.
Yeah.
I wish the younger children would learn that now.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish the same in the
Yeah.
US. So you say go for it, but like give care and learn Spanish then.
True. Yeah. Just get out there and, like my mother taught. That was the first thing that my mother asked you when you told her you were living in Germany. Remember?
Period.
Tell them about that.
Y'all, I visited my grandma recently, and unfortunately, she's 94, but unfortunately, she has dementia and Alzheimer's, and she's an incredible, strong woman. So it is hard to see her in this state. But my grandma, the first thing that she said when I was like, Grandma, I live in Germany now. She says, have you learned the language?
Yeah.
Ooh, she was clocking me. And I was like, yes, ma'am. And I continue to do so every day.
Yes.
So quickly, how did you go about making friends at this stage in your life?
It's simple. I meet somebody every 5 minutes.
She does.
As at the tram stop, at the bus stop. People like just come up to me and start talking. And as you can see, I'm a very shy person.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could make friends with a stump of a piece of wood.
Yeah.
And within 2 minutes, they'll be saying, sit down.
Yeah.
Get off your feet. Take it
Another
easy.
thing, though, is that you did join a Facebook group.
Yes, I did.
Those are helpful.
Yeah, it's lovely. There's a group that really helped me when I moved there called Chicas de Alicante.
Cute.
Yeah. And on
The
Facebook,
girls of Alicante.
The girls of Alicante, Chicas de Alicante, and they're lovely ladies, professional ladies, single ladies, married ladies, and they take time from their busy life for all of us to get together and do lunch, brunch, dinners. They do trips. They go walking. So, I mean, I've stayed busy. Yeah, they're lovely.
Is your lifestyle in Spain only possible because of U.S. privilege?
No, don't let that limit you. Although we are privileged over some other countries, there should be, you are going to determine your obstacles in life by your decisions. I think a lot of times we easily put the blame on others. And we have to be accountable to ourselves. How bad do you want this dream? Yeah.
So I mean, having the money is one thing, but having the guts is another.
Anybody can have the money,
Yeah.
but not everybody's going to have the will, the determination to climb over those obstacles
Yeah.
because there will be
So
obstacles.
privilege is one thing, but the like determination's another.
You could be wealthy from any nation or country and be privileged, but that doesn't mean you have it within you to go forward and make that change. So, yeah.
And then lastly in this segment, what do you think about Americans moving to Spain in general? Can it be problematic?
At this point, I believe there's a lot of people in the U.S. looking to move out.
Yeah.
And I would suggest Spain. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to live. The people are so loving and kind and receptive. The culture is absolutely beautiful.
But that's because you speak Spanish, Mama. So you've been able to integrate well. But what would you
I have
say
a lot
to
of
like
friends that don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
There's Google Translate.
Yeah.
There's having friends like myself that might go with them to a doctor's
Of
appointment.
course, as an advocate.
And yeah, as an advocate with love. And so you determine your obstacles. Yes, there will be obstacles in life, but you determine if you can go up and over them or not. And I think you wind up being either your own hero or your own enemy. So have an open mind.
But what about like the people who say that like you guys are raising the prices and like Alicantinas cannot afford their own place and you're coming with your money and like displacing them?
Well, they're not wrong, to be honest with you.
Two things can be right.
Because I moved here from Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And the same thing seemed to be happening in Austin.
With Californians.
Wealthy Californians were
Yes.
coming into Texas and buying a home in Texas for like a third of what they pay in California. So that's happening here. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm on the other side now where I'm the one.
But you are contributing to society because you're a
Yes, I
volunteer
am.
for refugee children.
Yes, I am.
So, and you volunteer also at a secondhand clothing shop that supports cancer patients locally.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, like you said, can it be problematic? Yes. But at the same time,
It will be problematic, but at the same time, I don't have it in my control to change that situation.
And you're a contributing member of
I just
society.
try to help where I can with love.
Yeah.
Like my work with the refugee children, my work at the resale store that benefits cancer patients.
Yes.
And that fills my heart. And I wasn't doing that in Austin because honestly, guys, I lived in one of the most beautiful cities in Texas.
Yeah.
And I wasn't full and happy in my heart like I am here. So it has to come from within. And now I'm in a country that is incredible. And the key is that I've chosen.
Yeah.
Yeah. To grow. Because you have to continue growing.
One thing is that I got a comment on one of my last videos that said like, I don't think this person even listened to the video. And like so many people went to my defense. Shout out if you went to my defense in the comments. But someone commented like, take, but you never give. And I'm like, y'all have no idea. I have been here in Munich, Germany for the last 9 years. Like they don't know that I'm volunteering at a senior center right now.
I was just going to say that you're doing beautiful work with the senior citizens. I'm so proud of you because.
And these are things that I don't just like blatantly say.
And
but
you
like,
don't have to announce what you're doing.
But
you know,
I think like in being that, y'all, like, yes, like immigration can be problematic in ways, of course, by displacing people, but it doesn't have to always be. I think that. And that I think, Mama, you're doing great as like being a contributing member of society in Spain and that you're not just taking from the government. No, you're not taking from the government at all. At all. Y'all, she's financing
No, I promise
way.
you that friends didn't understand when I went there in 22 for 5 weeks to see if Alicante was a place I wanted to live in. I fell in love with Alicante, and then I went back to the U.S. to apply for my visa.
Yeah.
And pardon me, and I had so many friends say, why are you going back? You can just stay here. And I could not do that. I could not be an illegal immigrant because of what my grandfather taught us.
No.
And I needed to do the right thing, and I went the right way. But it's not easy. I mean, Yeah, but you've got to fight for what you want, and you've got to give back. And I'm very proud of you for giving back, because that's what our family does.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Period.
Yeah.
Mom, I realized like, oof, I think it was the drink with agave that I missed an entire section, but let's go through it like rapid
Okay, what
fire
is
because
it?
we're nearing an
What is
hour.
it?
First is how did you find daily life in Spain? Is like how did you find your apartment? Um, the first one was an Airbnb. You correct me because I'm gonna go through this fast.
Go.
First one was an Airbnb, long-term stay.
One bedroom
Second one was a one
for
bedroom.
5 months.
So the Airbnb was €500 a month. She was in a shared flat. The second flat that she was in a one bedroom apartment. It was
With a separate bedroom, which makes a difference.
one bedroom. It was €700.
It was €650 for 25 square feet.
Yes.
Which, if you had told me that in Austin,
Teeny
I'd say,
tiny.
no way, are you nuts? I would never pay that. But it was.
But that's also probably what it cost in Austin. And then the third apartment.
A thing with that too, it was the first place I've ever had to myself.
Yeah.
Like, it was so lovely.
And the apartment that she's in right now, it's like 100 square meters or something. It's crazy.
120 square meters.
She pays €900
and 50 euros.
$950, and then utilities on top.
Right.
And she had to fight y'all to get this flat. Like there were like 200 applicants. It was by a miracle. The people who lived there before had lived there for 30 years. Okay, so just a bit about that.
And I pay $975 and only 1 month deposit.
Yeah.
And that's a steal because I'm a block away from the beach.
Playa de San Juan.
Yeah. If you look up Playa de San Juan in Alicante, it's just, I'm very, very grateful, blessed, and fortunate to live there. It's beautiful.
And then, quick fire question: how safe do you feel in Spain, especially as an older woman?
Oh my goodness! When I first moved there in October of 23, my brother Joe, who's my younger brother, I love you, Joe. Joe called me up and said, "Hey, MJ, the World Soccer game is on. You need to go to a bar and see it." I had never been to a bar by myself at age 60. I said, "I don't know, Joe." He said, "MJ, you're in the country. You got to be amongst the countrymen and go see the game." And I was worried about safety because, like, I came from Houston and Austin and the Valle. You don't walk around by yourself. And so, long story short, I did go to the bar. I had the most phenomenal time. I asked Giovi and Marco, "Is it going to be safe?" And they sort of laughed.
Those are the people that Airbnb hosts.
Yeah, they sort of laughed that I asked, "Is it safe for me to go to the bar and walk back?" I would have never done that in Texas. And they said, "Yeah. And if you get lost, just ask anybody on the street and they'll help you." I went and had the most glorious time. There's an Instagram post I did.
There's freedom in being able to walk alone as a woman at night.
Absolutely. And I would have never done that in Texas. And I do that all the time here. And not scared.
I love it.
No, not scared at all.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, quickly for the last section, but just very, very briefly, your experience with healthcare in Spain compared to the U.S. Honest, though. Honest.
Okay, first of all, it costs a lot less healthcare here.
She pays €1450
for 1 year.
For 1 year, just to let y'all know.
And it's 100% coverage.
Yep, private insurance.
Right. And my health insurance company recommends that if anything's wrong from a cold or a scrape on the knee, little or small injury or large injury, that I go to the ER. You would never hear that in the U.S.
No.
Oh, just go to the ER. They tell me, don't bother going to the doctor. Go directly to the ER and get help because you have, private insurance. I love it. I really love it, which may sound odd to my Texan friends because if they hear, "Oh, I went to the ER today and the next few weeks, I went to the ER," I sound like a person that's just looking for attention. But no, my insurance company told me.
But playing devil's advocate, there is no rheumatologist in Alicante, for example.
No.
And you, as your friend's advocate, just had to fight at for her to be seen at a hospital.
I have this beautiful couple that are my dear friends from California, and they don't speak Spanish fluently. And I had already told her, "Hey, if you ever need anything, I'm here for you."
Absolutely.
So she called me up 2 weeks ago, say, "Hey, did you really mean that?" I said, "Absolutely." So I went, and they had told my friend not only once, not twice, but 3 times, "Go home. We've got you on a list, and we'll call you." And I said, "Oh, hell no. I'm a single mama of 3. We don't take no for an
And
answer.
her friend was having heart issues,
Yeah,
y'all.
and so we went to the hospital, and I said, we're going to the ER now. And we
Y'all,
just
she had
walked
to
from the
fight.
front of the hospital to the back, and she got seen, and it was just wonderful that they were that I was able to communicate and help her in that way. And I know that you've been an advocate too for others, and it's important to be a person that gives with love and don't expect anything back in return.
I've been on the receiving end. I have my German man who's in my advocate as well. Y'all, it's so important when you live abroad to have an advocate if you don't speak that language
Yeah.
natively. Like, I cannot express that enough, is that
Yeah.
sometimes you really need to be firm and say, look, like, I need this, and like be confident in what you're saying, right? Like,
Exactly.
if you hadn't been there, it could have been different.
And she told me, MJ, if you hadn't been insistent, and I'm grateful for her saying thank you, thank you, thank you, but it wasn't me. It was the universe guiding her and using me to guide her. And so, yeah, I'm a person that loves to help. And I see that in you too. I see that in
Thanks,
all 3 of
Mama.
you. Yeah, I'm very grateful because as a
Thank you.
single mom, you always want to like see all your hard work come out in your children. And I've seen that.
Thanks, Mama.
Yeah.
My last question for you today would be, you've lived in Spain now 2 years, a little over 2 years.
I'm starting my 3rd.
Yeah. You're going to turn 63 soon in a matter of weeks. Was it worth it?
Oh, absolutely. I have a picture of myself, as you know, your favorite picture of me in my 20s. Obviously, I look better. No, but really, I have a picture of when I was 20, and I keep it handy. And it's a beautiful picture, but it's not for vanity. It's to remind me of all that she went through. Because I was a different person. That's not MJ 2025. It's to remind me of all that she went through, and she's still standing and smiling and grateful. And so, yeah, that's why I keep it around, because I want to honor her. I wouldn't be here without everything that she went through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone's saying, like, thinking, should I move to Alicante? Should I make that plunge? Like,
I'd say absolutely. Any part of Spain is beautiful, but personally speaking, Alicante is glorious. And should you have any questions or need any advice, I'm here for you too. Yeah, just
she only
reach
charges
out to me.
€50 an hour.
No, darling. It's 75 an hour.
I'm
Euro.
just kidding.
Let's make sure it's in euro.
My mom ain't a consultant, y'all, but she's just offering from the kindness
honestly,
of her heart.
If you have any questions that I can help with,
yeah,
I'm here.
No. Thank you so much, Mama, for being on this episode of The Pot of Broad. Ooh, it's been one, right? If y'all have made it to the end, thank you so very much for listening in. I hope you have learned something or had some kind of insight from our experience as Americans living abroad. I've been here in Germany 9 years. My mom has been in Spain now 2 years. And with every single year that passes, there is growth and there are learnings. And we just learn more and more. And the learning
and more gratitude if that's possible.
Yes. More and more grateful.
Yeah.
I have also gotten the comments before from strangers on my YouTube channel saying like, oh, she just takes, she must not be grateful. I'm like, y'all don't even understand like how grateful I am for this life. Like every single day, I swear, I just wake up and think like, I'm so grateful to be here in Germany. Truly, truly. And I'm sure you do the same.
I do. And I don't think I'll ever get over that excitement and that feeling of gratitude, because there's times that I have a long, enormous terrace. I'm very blessed and fortunate to be there. And in the mornings, I go out there with my cup of coffee and I look to the left and the beach is a block away, and I look to the right and the mountains
Hey.
are right there. So in the morning, I enjoy that with a cup of coffee, and in the evenings with some champagne or wine.
This could be your life, y'all.
And yeah, this could be yours should you choose to have
Yes.
it. But yeah, it never gets old.
I love that.
Yeah, it never gets
So
old.
from two grateful girlies, thank you so much for listening in. Super thankful for you all sticking around. If you have any questions at all, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments down below. And until next week, thanks a lot. The Pod Abroad's video, audio, and music is produced and edited by Tim Tehune. Make sure to give us a follow and leave a comment if you like this episode.